Hi, I'm Ella. This is my makeup look. I'm going to show you with what products I used to create this look. Uh, None of these were gifted. The closest I have to gifted is where I signed up for the email, and then I had to buy something, and then I get a free full-size add-on. Love when brands do that. So let me start off with first, I'm going to start off with my Little Bitty concoctions first. So this one, it's a mini eyeshadow thing palette I got from a LA Girl 12 thing Christmas thing that I got for $12 at CVS for 12 items. No, yeah. It was like an advent calendar, but you knew all the items already because they were on the box. So I emptied this out, putting those into a little bitty container, scraped them out, mix them up. This is the bold colors that were ones I wasn't going to wear. So first off, what I did was I mixed, as I grabbed some of these. So I grabbed that darker shade there out of the NYX color correcting and concealer palette, which I love this, and I grabbed that shade, the darker shade, and that shade, whatever little was left out there. But I mainly did that darker shade with the little bit rest scraps of my Fenty contour stick in shade Soft Amber. This I had already had it where I can't twist it up anymore, so I just started digging stuff out with the back of a makeup brush to get it out with. And that's what I did for the contour or bronzer side. And for the shimmer side, I did a NYX highlighter. It's the Frost highlighter in Vanilla Frosting, the white shimmer shade, which has now been thrown away. I did a bit of this one, which is a ColourPop highlighter stick. And I don't know what shade this is because the sticker has been removed and it's been a while, but it's a champagne-y shade. That's the back sticker. And then with a bit of, just scraped a bit, which I still have somewhat left of my e.l.f. Jelly Pop glow stick from when they did the thing to come back with. Got it with the trio. They're great. I got two of the lip oils for it. They're wonderful, but I mixed those together to get the highlighter shade, which is, so here's the contour shade. I use this underneath because it shears out quite well, as you can tell. It shears out quite well, and then the highlight, which I will show right there, which is just a nice highlight. You don't go in here, you two. You're not part of my normal lineup because I use it like that. So now once I've gotten past all the concoctions, let me start off with how I do it. So first I start off with this, my SPF. It's the e.l.f. Invisistick one. And as you can see, it is invisible. It's quite nice. It is invisible. And it's not too sticky, but it's enough. Then I use a bit of the Il Makiage No Filter Poreless Base Smoothing Primer, which is made in Italy. I got this one because I signed up for the email. And they give you such good gifts. So I signed up for this and I bought this with it, which is $14 last when I bought it at least. And this, which was normally 50 something, and I got this for free, full sized. With this lovely eyebrow brush, which is the Brow Defining Duo Brush. And then I use my NYX The Face Glue Gripping Primer. It's great. For some reason, when this said it was a Ulta only, Ulta exclusive, it was at my CVS. The CVS near me, great. We get stuff early that's like oh, it's exclusive to Ulta only, or it's like, not, or it's just like, to come out soon at our Ulta, at the Ulta near me, and then the CVS I can walk to is just like, yeah, we already have it, and we're out for sale. Oh, and I forgot this concoction, which is in a Morphe powder. So I used a little bit what was left of my Morphe powder. I used a little bit of e.l.f. Halo Glow in light pink and translucent setting powder, and then a Fenty in shade 120, a few pumps on my old one, to be able to get here to make it a thicker one that I could use for concealer. That one's great. So, my e.l.f. Mattifying Power Grip Mattifying Primer. Wonderful. Great. Use that. And then I go back with my Il Makiage primer. Again, just right there. And there. It's great. So first off, what I do is I go off with my little concoction of my bronzer, little bitty bit there, since it's also a color corrector bronzer, and regular bronzer contour. I go underneath my eyes there, and then I go lightly there, and there, and like the normal places to be able to like get it around. By the way, I do have a baby face. It's severe. Oh, so severe of a baby face. I got it from my mom. My mom was 22 going to see the South Park movie, and she was going with my dad, who was also 22, as he's only a few days younger than her. But then what happened is then the person snapped her ID saying, this is a fake ID. You're not over 17. You're faking it. She was 22, and they said that she was younger than 17. It was a fake ID and snapped it. Yikes. So, yeah. And the Fenty is in shade 120. And then I go with this one, which is in shade... I actually can't remember what shade this is in. 30H, looks like, of the Super Stay Activewear Maybelline Concealer. Great, layers great on top of that thing. I bought this one on Amazon. Wonderful. It looks like this. I didn't even get shade match, I just guessed. Wonderful. It's a little orangey for me because I've got an olive undertone, which is why I use Tear because that one leans olive. Their neutral ones do. So I in shade Tear, I'm shade 13 in Fair Ivory. I have the full size and the mini. After I do concealer, then I go with my Fenty in shade 120 in the soft matte long wear foundation Pro Filter one. I do that, and then I put it on with this sponge, a Lilo and Stitch. It's a Wet n Wild one because I love Stitch. It's one of my favorite characters since I was little. Let me just say, I wore the DVD. I broke, 3 of them? Where they wore thin until they snapped. I played it that much. So yeah, and then one size powder foundation, turn up the base, versatile powder foundation in shade Fair 3 in. It's got a bit of hard pan, and this thing's new. But that's also probably because of how I use it, where I use a brush, where I use creams first, and then this brush first goes on. So whenever I have to dip back in again, it's definitely getting some of the cream product on there and definitely giving it hard pan from that. But it's great. So with that, I use my mini Real Techniques mini sponges. Right here. I use this one for the foundation. And then I use this brush. I don't know where I got this. This one's old. I got this one when I was 7 because I'm a theater person, so I did plays when I was younger. I still do plays, but that one. And then this one, which is a broken brush, but it still has all the bristles intact. The glue's still there, binding it. The thing just fell off. This was from TJ Maxx, and it was in a set, which is where I got these. Blush, I use this one for brows, and then eyeshadow. This brush I got off of Amazon. Wonderful. This brush, which is an e.l.f. highlighter brush, which I use for cream blush, even though it's a highlighter brush. But wonderful. Real Techniques, it's a powder brush, but I use it for bronzer, which I do my NYX bronzer. The shade's a little bit dark for me, as this one is, I'm the lightest shade, and this one's the third lightest. A little bit too dark for me. I got sent the wrong thing on Amazon, but it works. I can sheer it out, so I'm still using it. Then I have my e.l.f. brow laminating gel. Wonderful. Use this, and then I use my ColourPop. That's taupe. I use that eyeliner thing shade. I go on this darkest shade down there, which is Bedrock. And I go for my brows. I did one brow. I tried to make sure, no, my brows aren't this dark. Yep. Not that good that my brows are this dark, but Italian. Specifically Sicilian. Oh, my arm's shaking. But yeah. So then I use the e.l.f. blush in shade Peach Perfect. Wonderful. I use the Sheet Glam in shade Soft Tan. And that's the Sun Sculpt Liquid Contour. It is cool toned, but for some reason it's called Soft Tan, but it's cool. That is cool toned. I use this end of this Spotlight setting brush. Just makes it soft. And sometimes it applies to the back of my hand. If I need a retouch, I'll put the creams to the back of my hand and then do it with a brush. But sometimes I'll also apply them just to my face. I know. So then I use the One Side Wicked palette. I love this one. I use the blush shades in Kiss Me Goodbye and Toss Toss. Also, let me just read you the shades. Beware, this thing's a mess. So it's Because I Knew You, I have been changed for good. So the shades are Wicked or Wicked. I always wanted Emerald City. I've always wanted to see the Emerald City. Hands, and then you have eyes meet. So hands touch, eyes meet. Sudden silence, suddenly. And then we've got Flying Free. So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. Someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. And then the wizard and I. Oof. And then Nessa Rose, that's on the alphabet side. And then Kiss Me Goodbye on the alphabet side. And then on the Glinda side, we have Ball Gown, Ball Gown, Ball Gown. Galinda. And then we have some ones that are named after popular. So we got I teach you how to flirt and flance. You wanna be popular? I teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flaunt. I'll show you. I'll show you the proper poise when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flaunt. I'll show you what to wear, how to do your hair. Everything that really counts to be popular. And then we've got Tender Heart and Bubble. And then Toss Toss. And the blush. So I use a mix of Kiss Me Goodbye and Toss Toss for blush. Oh, and then on the That's Taupe. So the shades are Boa, Pebble Beach, Python, Slated, Snake Eyes, Cold Blooded, Rocksteady, Constrictor, and Bedrock. I use Boa with this brush. I don't know where I got it. My dog chewed on it. Coco, come here. Looky. She chewed on this. But I use Boa, and then I go like this, there, and then I use Pebble Beach, there, and then I use Python, and then I use Slated, and then I go in with my finer eyeshadow brush, and I go into Eyes Meet, then I go to Tender Heart there, Eyes Meet goes there, and then I go Proper Poise there, and then I do Flirt and Flounce there, and Bubble there, along with Slated there. Then I use my NYX in shade, my NYX Epic Smoke Liner, Angled Liner, and Blender in shade Nude Haze there first. And then I use my Physicians Formula Eye Booster eyeliner in brown. This brown shade to fill it in. Then I use my Better Than Sex liquid eyeliner, waterproof eyeliner from Too Faced. It's the waterproof one. Beware, my thing's all smudged. That one bit the cap. Coco, you're so pretty. Don't eat my stuff, Coco. Then I use the Voluminous Butterfly waterproof mascara from Coco. No, Coco. From L'Oreal. Is this L'Oreal or Maybelline? I think it's L'Oreal. Yeah, it's L'Oreal, but this is what the brush looks like. Great brush. And I go over that. That's how I get my eyes to look like so. Then I use the mini Better Than Sex mascara just to go like, and to get my bottom lashes better. And then I go in with my Makeup by Mario. Well, first I actually do my Burt's Bees Ultra Conditioning Lip Balm first. Then I do my Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede in shade Rich Mauve mini one because I got this for a free gift around my lips. Then I use my NYX Lip IV Hydrating Gloss in shade. It's in the bubblegum pink shade. It's not on here saying what shade. But I go over this and I go. Then I go like this, so that's my hand. I go. Then I go to the other side and I go. Get it like this. And then I wipe it off quickly, but for sake of time, I won't try the second. But then my lips look like this. Then I go in with Attention Seeker, I think. Yeah, Attention Seeker first. And I go Yanni and I go. Like that. Then I go in with shade Valentine. like so. Then I go in with my Honey Melting Lip from Amazon. Korean one, I can't even remember what shade it's in. Fig. Then I go over with a little bit of my Vaseline Rose Lip. Just to give it a little bit more hydration. Then I go over with my Makeup by Mario and Rosewood Glow. Mini as well for your birthday gift. Then I go with my e.l.f. Sun Boss Gloss Broad Spectrum SPF 25. I can't. In shade Pick Me Girl. Pinky Girl. Then I go over with my Nekoyani Besties in the pinky shade gloss palette. And I grab the brush. So then I grab a bit of this gold shade, a bit of this brown shade, and a bit of this red shade. And a bit more of the gold. And I go like this. Thunder bringer, lightning wielder. I have no nails. I have to do it like that. I'm so sorry. But, and then what I do is normally I have my one size, but I've already sprayed, so I'm not going to spray it again. But then I go with my brush and I just go doo 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 doo. That one doesn't go in there. And once I let this set for a little bit, then I go with my NYX lip oil in the clear shade, which is my main. Because of all the gloss products, this doesn't break up my lip. And that's the process that I do to get this look. So, I hope it's liked. And I retouched up on my lip. Bye. Thanks for letting me talk to you and teach you a little bit of what I do. And my trick is I put my cream products on the back of my hand if I'm touching up with them. Bye.